Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is a very, and I mean very, overcast day today. We're here at the tiny house right now. I just got here, so I haven't really had time to set anything up. I've just been kind of looking around, re-admiring my walls, and that sort of thing. Today, I actually planned on being outside and working on the, garden, or at least planning the garden and how I'm going to lay it out, and probably just clearing out some of those little trees. With the weather though, I'm going to have to see how it holds up and see if it might rain. If it doesn't rain in a little bit, then I'll probably try to record what I can out there. But if it rains, then I'll have to just find something to do in here, which I really don't have anything planned for inside the tiny house right now because I need to save up money, like I said in my last video, so that I can buy some wood and whatnot to probably work on either the door or starting the built-in sofa that I want to make, because I think those are going to be a fun project. I will be eventually doing some framing in the other tiny houses too. I'm not sure if that'll be solo or with maybe my sisters or my family, well, my parents, but or even a friend, I don't know. So that's kind of my plans for right now. Planning out the Klassy Kat Garden, the golf garden. Probably clearing out that front area again and laying some cardboard or mulch down. I'm gonna lay cardboard down because cardboard seems to help keep the plants at bay. Because it had not much has grown up, but the stuff that's right on the edge of the cardboard has grown back up, and it's kind of pushing the cardboard up. So I'll need to dig those out and put more cardboard down. And I do have a couple boxes sitting here that I plan on laying out to try and cover that area up. And once I start clearing the tiny house garden, I will also be putting cardboard down to kind of stop the grass growth and everything and try to keep it as flat as possible as well. But I really wanted to get out here to do some planning for the garden because I need to get a visual idea to some degree of how big the garden's actually going to be, so I can better plan it without over planning or under planning it and not having space to do what I planned on doing in the first place, or planning too much and then not having enough space. So we'll see what I can do. And I also want to see, I need to be better at lighting. I also need to see what I can grow back there, because I do need to see how the light really gets back there. And since it's overcast right now, you can't really tell. So I'll have to wait for a sunny day to really check that out. But once I get a good idea of how much sun actually gets back there, then I'll know what I can and can't grow back there. So while I wait, I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up in the tiny house, or what I can while I wait, because this whole side right here is feeling cluttery. So behind me is my little sitting area set up. This is not mine. This is going to the main house, or the he-she shed right across the way. Also not mine. Well, some of it's not mine. Most of it's not mine. And then building stuff that I've accumulated, and my camera and whatnot. This radio set I actually got from my dad. This radio speaker set I got from my dad. And we were going to throw it out, but it still works. No, we weren't going to throw it out. We were going to give it away to Goodwill and whatnot, but I wanted to keep it for the tiny house. I'm going to try and make a little entertainment system up in the loft above me, because I want to make that a second living room sort of situation. Den, I don't know. Any room that's been like that, like kind of a second family room in the house, has always been called a family room, but this is a tiny house, so I'm going to call it an entertainment room for right now. But I also have my gardening stuff, scrap wood. Underneath that scrap wood is actually a dog bowl holder that I decided to bring out here, because I do want to have maybe a little area I build for my dog. Tiny house kitchen stuff, the TV, more kitchen stuff. I have a lot of stuff that I accumulated for the kitchen and bathroom, but mostly the kitchen. So yeah, that's all that's cluttered up in this section back here. So I am also thinking uh about probably gathering not gathering but buying maybe a cabinet or two to start the cabinets in the kitchen. They won't stay in here, of course, but I can at least like start kind of building up on the kitchen cabinets so that I have an idea of how things are going to look in the kitchen, because that's the part I'm most excited about. I won't lie. So, yeah, those are the plans for right now. Like I said, I got to save up some money, so I'm probably going to do some cooking videos if you guys are into that, but I'll be getting back into baking my cheesecakes and whatnot, and I have a really big art commission that I need to work on. So I'll be busy with those during the week, but those are the tiny house plans for now. We'll see about the framing portion, because I'll have to get with my mom on how she wants the he-she shed laid out, because I think there's only really one wall that needs to be put up in there, maybe two, because I can't remember how she was doing certain things in there. And then we'll get together probably for the main house eventually. But I'm gonna get cleaning, and I'll bring you guys back probably outside if it doesn't start pouring out here. Alrighty, we are out here in the tiny garden. I am actually pretty happy it hasn't started trying to rain yet. We might have some time to get some clearing done. It won't be a lot, but it'll be a good bit. So my plan is to cut down some of these smaller trees and whatnot and just get them out of the way, and probably rake up some of this pine. I'm probably gonna move the pine. Love bugs. I'm probably going to move the pine to the front as like a sort of mulch. And I'm probably going to put that extra cardboard down in the front for right now, and just bring some more out for later. So right now it actually still looks pretty good. I still have the blocks and everything marking out where the bonus room is going to be. And I do have my measuring tape on me, so I will be triple checking that. The bonus room is supposed to be an 8 by 12, so 12 feet out, 8 foot out, 12 feet in sort of thing. And then I'll have a little small porch built off the front of it. And then I'm thinking about making this little area right here I want to say a sitting area, but it's going to be more of like a herb garden, so that the herbs are growing right next to the door for the back porch. It's not a big area, but I don't need it huge. So a little sitting area and everything, just so I can sit and admire the garden. I'll have a gate right here where these fairy solar lights are. It'll come in a little bit to line up with the edge of the house, and then go straight back about. So I have written 25 feet. I don't know if that's true, but I'll see what I can clear up, and we'll just get going from there. So let's just get into it. I'm just realizing that since I have these loppers out here, I can probably use the loppers to cut the thick bundles of grass up at that front area, so that I can just easily knock that out without having to try and dig the whole thing up. And just cover them like that or something, and they'll hopefully not come back. It'll kill off the roots. So once I finish clearing up a good bit back here, I might do that and see how that goes. We'll have to see. I have to be a little careful clearing out some of this brush because I'll probably show you guys in a bit, but some of it is like covered in thorns. Like there are some vines in here that are covered in thorns that I really don't want to grab too hard. I have, whoa. Oh, when I say the mosquitoes are bad out here today, I almost didn't come back out of the tiny house. Anyways, some of them have like thorns on them. They're like vines and whatnot, so you don't really want to grab them. I have different gloves than I normally work with on because my work gloves are at home, and these ones have a thicker rubber sole pad palm, so I'm not worried about sticking myself, but I still want to grab a whole handful, so trying to be careful around those. Whoops. Move y'all right there. I did not mean to knock the camera. I should have been paying more attention to where I was. Ooh. There we go. Okay. I haven't gotten any ticks on me out here, and I have only seen really one, and it wasn't on me. I'm hoping with clearing up some of this stuff that I can reduce my chances of getting ticks while I'm out here. Also, I'm looking at this pile, I'll show you guys in a second, of the underbrush I'm cutting up, and moving it might have to be a next video, tomorrow's video, because I don't know how long I'm going to be out here for today, since I'm really sure this is going to be one of my shorter videos. So we'll see. I'm going to clear what I can more back this way, like from where that is, that should be a good distance. I'm not going to clear all the way to like the road or anything, because I don't want that. I still want the cover of the trees. So the trees are going to be probably right up on my fencing, and that's fine by me. But yeah, so whoo, butterfly. Gonna cut as much as I can back and go from there. And before y'all go clowning, I have a confession. I am terrified of bugs. Any kind of bugs. Except ants. I'm not terrified of ants, which is kind of hilarious. So, bugs freak me out. Don't want anything to do with them. So, I'm actually surprised I'm out here. But I do plan on putting at least bee-friendly plants in the garden and mosquito-repelling plants in the garden. So, stuff I don't want in the garden, I'll have plants to prevent those, and stuff I want in the garden will be here. So, yeah. Alright, so that's pretty good to know. I just measured the amount of feet from, well, approximate feet from that first light all the way to that tree, and it's about 21 feet. So I can probably clear out a little bit more behind the tiny house. I gotta check my little schematic, my plans, to see how big I actually wanted the garden, because I know it's technically 24 this way. So if I can get it back 25, well, I don't know if I'm going to make it 25 or 24 by 24 and just have this whole little space be a garden. So that's what I'm thinking about. I see how dark it is back there, and I might be able to like clear some of that up by cutting back some of the branches so that I get a little bit more sunlight. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that size. So let me check my plans real quick, and I will be right back. So we're back here in the tiny house, and I'm looking over my plans. I believe that I can now. The garden is supposed to be 24 by 26 technically, but I'm pretty sure I can make that work. So this front area, this is the bonus room and the little patio off of it. This whole area right here, despite what I have written, is going to end up being like a very small back porch hangout area, kind of like an outdoor entertainment space. So that's not going to be quite part of the garden. I'll still grow herbs and stuff in like pots and whatnot to keep bugs away from that area especially. But that's pretty much the plan for right there. The rest of the garden I still got to plan out really in my head, but I know for a fact that I'm going to have like a section for where my yard tools are going to be, probably right here or whatnot, in like a little bin. There's going to be herbs growing along here and stuff like that. I might build a pseudo greenhouse right here or something. I have to check the other plans, but there's supposed to be another gate somewhere over here, I think. I'll have to see. I probably won't do that because I don't really see the point. But that might change in future plans. Some of these spots are the trees I can't cut down because they're too close to the house, but I will probably build like a little herb garden or something cute around them. And then in the other corners, I plan on having some beds. I'm not sure yet. They might not even end up being beds. They might end up being something else. I'll have to see. And I do plan on having some tier gardens. In fact, I think that's what these are supposed to be. And then of course beds. I do want to have like an archway inside of a few beds up here so that I have stuff that grows up and over the arches and whatnot. My one planter that I actually have in the tiny house right now is supposed to sit right here because I wanted it to kind of sit center in the garden. And I'm not sure what these are supposed to be, but I had an idea of making a small pond or something in the middle of the garden. So I think that's what these are supposed to be. And I think I was going to make them from recycled tires because I thought that'd be kind of cute. So that's basically the garden plans for right now. They are not permanent. They definitely might change, but so far, I like it. But yeah, I do think from the little bit of clearing I did today that I will be able to pretty much clear all the way back so that I can eventually put fencing down and everything around the garden and do that. So let's get back to it. I won't lie, it's a bit of a miracle. The sun decided to come out for a little bit. It's back to being overcast now, but I promise y'all the sun came out for a little bit. So I cut down some branches off of this tree right here. I'm not going to cut the tree down. I'm just going to cut back the branches a bit so that it's not in the way. Because I don't think it'll be in the way once I do fencing, so I don't have to worry about cutting the tree down or anything. But I'm going to cut back some more branches on it so that it's even with what I'm trying to do and go from there. I already know that the fencing won't be perfectly straight when I go to do it. I just want it mostly straight, and I'll probably use the trees as a brace in some places or something like that. It might save me on fencing, who knows. But yeah. So let me keep clearing. I got this little section in the back over here to do. Yeah, over here, which you guys can't see. And I don't know how I'm gonna get this one tree over here because the way the vines are on it, I'm probably gonna need help with that one to pull some of the vines down in a safe way where I don't pull them onto myself. Ooh. We may have to call it a day soon. It looks like we got rain on the way from what I'm seeing with these clouds. So let's try to make this quick, and then well, not quick. Let me try and clean up whatever I can get done today, and then I guess I will finish this up tomorrow, and then we'll go from there with my other plans, depending on what comes up. So, let's get it. Whew. Well, just as expected, it started raining. It's not raining heavy. It's actually a light rain, so it might stop soon. I don't know. But I didn't want to risk my camera getting wet, so we just ran it inside. While it's raining, I'm going to take a minute to do a quick water break and whatnot, and probably review some more of my plans for the inside of the tiny house. I currently have my little fan going. It's actually not hot right now because it's moving into fall-ish weather, and I'm actually really excited about that because with it, that takes away the bugs, but it also makes it easier to work on some of the heavier stuff without feeling like I'm going to potentially pass out, which I haven't felt like I was going to pass out, but I don't want to risk passing out. So there's that. But I know next projects that I have for in here, once there's a fly in here now. Great. I need a fly swatter. That's what I need. Anyways, who needs a fly swatter when I have gloves? Land. I don't think I got it, but it at least bugged off for a little bit. Anyways, plans for in here that I'm really thinking about are making the base for my stairs, actually, and at least getting like the plywood for that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put them together quite yet because I want to wait a little bit to get a true measure of the space. But yeah, getting the plywood for the stairs and the sofa here, because I do plan on building this sofa hopefully soon. I have some wood scrap that I actually salvaged from the main homestead that I want to use for the side tables of the sofa, so I'm going to be recycling those and making them look nice. Obviously, building the bonus room is up there, but I gotta wait to see how the concrete plan is going before I really get into doing anything with that. And then, of course, building the bathroom door. I want to get the plywood and other wood. I'm not sure if I'm going to use plywood to do it. I might use like 1/2 inch plywood and then get like, I think they're 1 by 1.5. I don't know what they're called, but those little boards or whatnot, so I can do a design on the door and everything. So it'll equal out to a 1 inch door and will still fit in there. I gotta see how I want the door to swing in. I feel like looking at it, if I wanted it to swing out, it would swing out just fine. But I can also have it swing in and it still be fine. So I'm probably gonna have it as an in-swing door, going this way. So like if I'm facing the doorknobs here, it goes this way. So that's what I'm thinking with the bathroom door right now, after testing it out, because the reason I had it as an outswing is I was worried it was going to hit, the door was going to hit, get stuck on either like the bathroom door, not bathroom door, the toilet or bathtub and not open right, or not have enough space to get around the door with the door open. But if I do the in-swing that way, then I'll still have space because, I'll still have space because the vanity I'm getting is going to be smaller than the original one I had planned, and it actually won't hit the toilet or anything, so it'll give me enough space to at least stand like in front of the sink and still close the door without it smacking you or anything else or having a tight squeeze. So I actually think that'll work for my bathroom. So that's the plan for right now. I am getting a bathtub, and I did measure the room. Like, I re-measured with the wall in there, and it is 5 inches and, 5 feet and 1 inch. I'm not really going to count that inch. I'm going to keep it as 5 feet because I have to account for the drywall and whatnot once it's put up. But it is 5 feet exactly, which is perfect. So the bathroom is 5 feet by 6 feet and 72 inches high. 72? 73, but I might be wrong about that. So, yeah, those are the plans for the bathroom and whatnot. And then I'll have to, it'll be a while, so I'll have to wait and see how we go about doing the plumbing and electrical after all of that. I don't think it'll be that big of a challenge and whatnot, so pretty excited about that. But I'll have to see. Excuse me a moment. I got that fly. Anyways, those are the things I plan on doing once I save up a little bit, and I'll probably do that rather soon because I am getting, like I said, I'm doing my cheesecake orders again for the fall, well, the holidays pretty much, and then that big art commission that'll have to wait until maybe December-ish time frame. We'll have to see. But with the holidays also comes a lot of school breaks, which also means that I get a lot more free time to come out here and do a lot more stuff. So I'm thinking that we're probably going to knock out a lot of the framework that we have to do, hopefully get concrete poured out so that I can get the bonus room done, hopefully soon. And then after that, we'll just have to see who's available to do our electric and plumbing, and because we're not going to do that ourselves. I think I mentioned that before. And then after that, it's a go with drywall and whatnot, and then we're pretty much built up. So I'll probably have other plans after the tiny house, but that's thinking way too far ahead. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, I don't know. I really want to get the roof raised up, but I'm also like, I'm trying to be realistic, and if I can't get the roof raised up, then it'll be fine. I'll just have to change the initial plans for the roof and whatnot, and just go with that, because it won't bother me. The loft really is a sleeping area more than anything, so it won't bother me too bad. The wall keeps gripping my hair back here, so yeah. It's still raining outside, so if it doesn't let up, I'm probably just gonna call it a day and whatnot. So I'll wait it out a little bit, and then I'll bring you guys back depending on what I'm doing. Alrighty, so because it is still raining, I decided to just start moving some stuff back inside the tiny house, or packing my stuff up in the car. I have been looking around the tiny house a little bit and just trying to straighten up some more while I have a little bit of time. I'll probably have to end up coming back out here tomorrow, and hopefully it's not raining or too wet for me to drive up here, and I'll finish clearing out that back area for the garden, and we'll see from there. I don't think I'm actually gonna need to like weed eat or anything. Jesus. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna need to weed eat or anything. I'm kind of just like cutting everything low, because it's a lot of just like thick weeds and branches and small trees that I'm cutting down. So once I get that pretty much cleared out of the way, it'll pretty much be cleared. I will rake up the pine and whatnot, and I'm not sure if I will actually try to compost it down to use as, I might actually just like, now that I'm thinking about it, collect up some compost to put back there and cover. So like cardboard, well, not cardboard, I'll probably spread the pine out back there, put cardboard down where I'm gonna put the garden, even probably leave some of those trees back there to compost a little bit, put some compost down on top of that, then the cardboard, because it's going to break down anyways, and then more compost and dirt and whatnot, and just let that area kind of build out. I don't know. If not, I'm going to do something else, because I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do the garden area, really, and I'm thinking like, I'm thinking that I'm probably going to put sand down so I can walk around the garden and whatnot, because you guys can kind of see out there. That's all that I cleared up. I'll get a better picture in a minute, but that's all that I cleared up. And then the tree line itself, sorry about the screen, yeah, so there's really only like 2 trees back there that definitely will not be able to come down. They're just gonna have to be there, and that's fine with me. I might be able to ask my dad to cut down that small one, that really skinny one I'm looking at, and if not, it's fine. But yeah, it's looking actually pretty good so far. I think I have, obviously that middle section needs to be cleared out some more, but I have like maybe 5 feet left to cut back into the trees, and I think that'll be it. Fencing is definitely going to be the next step for that, and then I'll just like try to see what I do from there. But I'm really thinking about doing like sand or rock for the areas that I'm not going to have a bed at, or around the beds, and go from there. So yeah, that's the plan. And I've been casually just looking around the tiny house, trying to do some kind of planning. I have been looking up in the lofts the little bit I can. I need a ladder to actually look effectively in the lofts, but I might, and I'm not sure if I 100% will, because the way I build the extra privacy wall on the bed loft, it might still work out, but I might swap the lofts. So the loft I'm looking at right now is the bed loft. It's actually the shorter loft, and I still kind of want to keep it as a bedroom area type thing. So I might extend the I might extend it a little bit right here in this section, along with the privacy wall, so that it's kind of its own little, it's still its own little room, because I don't need that much space on this side. It'll be over the stairs anyway, so pretty much just extending it out a little bit, so I still have that gap up here, but there'll be a wall blocking something right there. And then I'll leave the other loft as my second living room den area. That's where I've been storing a lot of stuff. I have sleeping bags up there. I have some throw blankets. I think that's a blanket or a comforter. I can't recall. So I technically have a backup comforter for in here, but I do have a comforter that I didn't show you guys that I kind of threw up into the bed loft already. So I'll be getting stuff for that too. I'm kind of just like trying to get a lot of the little stuff out of the way so that I have it, so that once I'm ready to actually decorate the tiny house, I can just go ahead and decorate. But I also don't want to I also don't want to crowd up the space too much, so we'll see about that. But yeah, design wise, I think I'm gonna extend the bed loft a little bit, see how that looks. It'll also cover the kitchen more a little bit, so I can have a little bit of maybe I don't know if I'll put like wall cabinets right under there, because I have the island here and people are going to be sitting here, or at least I'm going to have like 2 little stools or anything like here to make this like a little breakfast dinner area. But I don't know if I'm going to have the wall cabinets extend all the way out. If I do, I might do like a long tall cabinet thing right here. That's what I'm thinking about. So it'll be kind of sitting on top of the island, but that'll be all right. Yeah, so sorry this one was so short. It was a lot more rambling and me spouting about my ideas rather than any real work today, but it's a bit of a waiting game right now until I see what else we're doing. So I think that's all the time I have for today. I'm gonna probably continue to chill for a little bit and watch the rain, because I like to sit and watch the rain. And then I'll head back home. Yeah, so I hate the rain. I hate that the rain cut me short, because I probably would have tried to clear out the whole garden today. But yeah, that's all I have time for today. I will hopefully see you guys in the next one soon. I'll probably be out here tomorrow, like I said, but I don't know if it'll be storming or not, and I don't want to risk getting my car stuck out here. So, yep, that's all I have. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.